Welcome back, guys, to part 8 of our Project A class here at Paybourne Motor Projects. Now, I know I said part 9 in the previous video. I did actually mean part 8. I'm also losing track on what number we're on. But this is actually part 8. I'm also going to change it to episode 8 rather than calling it part 8 or part 7, 8, 9, whatever, because some of the episodes are now turning into part 2s, so I'm splitting some of the episodes up because some are going on a bit too long. I didn't do it on episode 7, even though it's about a 40-minute video, and that's really mainly because I was actually filming it in real time rather than time-lapsing it or whatever. So yeah, the videos are taking a little bit longer, so I might have to split them up. If I do that, it's obviously going to be part 2, part 1, so I can't really call it part 8 part 2 or part 8 second part, because it's going to sound silly. So I'm going to start calling them episodes now. But anyway, that aside, episode 8 we're on of our Project A class here at Paybourne Motor Projects, and today we're going to tackle this rear bumper. I just want to tidy it up. I could just leave it, but I want to tidy it up. So underneath and the side. Now, my original plan was to remove the whole rear bumper, but I'm actually just gonna do just that right hand side. We're nearly done with this car now. There's not much more to do. Also, I can only do it where I am now, where this car's kept. I can't move it forward because my brother's over there detailing the Golf as part of his business. So he's working on the Golf over there. I don't know where he is, but he was over there, the Golf. So I can only stay here in this bit. Literally, it is just this bumper. Last video we did, if you missed it, we fixed the... I'm trying to focus here, because there's so many things. There we go. Get a bit closer to it. Obviously, if you've got a bit of a background, see, then it starts focusing on the background, not in the foreground. But yeah, we did the washer nozzle, washer jet, whatever you want to call it. That was not working. I originally thought it was blocked. It's not blocked. The pipe had just popped off the back, so we connect it all back up together. If you have any issues like that, then yeah, by all means go and check out that video. It is in episode 7. I have actually named it as episode 7, even though during the video I was calling it part 7. It's actually named episode 7. Also, it will be at the end of this video on the end screen. So the last 20 seconds of this video, it will have a link that will take you back to episode 7, where you can actually watch me fix that washer jet. So if you missed it, then either check it out before check out this video, or enjoy this video. It doesn't really follow on, so watch this video, wait to the end. When it pops up at the end screen, then jump on it. The end screens are available on all platforms now. I've seen it on PC, on mobile, and on your TV. So if you have, the YouTube app on your TV, such as your Sky, Virgin, Fire Stick, or whatever, wherever the app's available, then the end screens work on those platforms. So yeah, keep an eye out for that, and check out the other episodes that pop up at the end. But yeah, today we're going to tackle this rear bumper. Next one, I am going to get this booked in for an MOT. Unfortunately, I've been called to work a day shift for the next couple of weeks, so I can't take the car for an MOT. Oh, there he is. He's just doing a bit on the wheels, I think. So yeah, there's also the mirrors don't seem to be working. That's another thing that I found that's not quite working. It could be a fuse. Literally, I'm going to have to check the fuse, and if it's the fuse, I probably ain't even going to bother doing a video, because what is the point of doing a video of me changing a fuse? Also, I am going to remove the rear bumper, well, this part of the rear bumper, but I'm going to do it in stages, and I'm going to film it. I'm not going to film me doing it. Reason being is, one, the last video took too long, me trying to film it in real time, and also, if I time-lapse it like I did in the previous video, well, a couple of previous videos, episode 6 I think it was, which I did the front wing, today, I think the microphone might have picked this up already. There is a bit of a breeze, as you can see. There is a little bit windy for the weeds blowing around here. Right, so I'm going to get this bumper off. I'm not going to film it. I'm going to film it in stages, and we're just going to check it out. Like I said, I don't really want to do it because of the last video, and it's a little bit breezy today, and I don't really want the breeze blowing over the phone and smashing it like it did in the last video. So I'm not going to film it. I'm going to literally on this video hold on to this camera really tight, make sure I don't drop it, don't want to break it, don't want to damage the screen like I've done in the last one. So yeah, here we go. Right, I've removed all this. I just accidentally banged into next door's window. The window's right there. I just backed off and banged into the window. Hopefully she didn't notice. It's just a little old lady that lives on her own. She tends to keep the curtain shut on that window. It's just, fortunately, it's like frosted glass there. I literally just started that part of the video and it just banged into a wall. Sorry, a window. Anyway, regardless of that, taking all this off, did have a bit of trouble with the wheel nuts. End up getting it stuck because these are so dry and rusted. They're such rusty nuts now that I end up getting it stuck in the socket. So I've had to get some WD-40, just lubed everything up, because look how rusty this is. And you can see there obviously some paint's been done on here because they've sprayed and got the inside of the arch. But so literally taking all this out, it's literally inside the arch, and you got the 2 screws up there. Right, so that's pulled out, and you can see there it slots straight in there. I'm going to try and straighten this up. I've pulled this corner bit out a little bit, just got to straighten this bit up here so it can slot in there nice and tight. Once it slots in there, it clips in, as you can see by those little bits sticking up. There's not much light in there. Let me pull that out of the way, you might be able to get a bit of light. So it kind of clips in to those gaps, holds it in. So yeah, let's have a look to see how it turns out. Right, got on with the back bit then. I've screwed this up. I have a little bit of help holding it in while screwing it up. There it is. I've had to put another screw in there. Can't use the original hole because the original hole is broken. It lines up the original hole and I can't use it because it's all snapped and broken out. So I've just screwed into another bit that's all held it in place. Hang on 1 second, I've got a spider crawling up my hand. But I can't fix the bottom, sorry, the middle, because there is no fixings for it. It was never originally fixed. As you see, it was just fixed on that end there and that end there by the pipe. No fixings in the middle. What's happened over time is where it's broken off on this right hand side, it's hang down for God knows how long. No, I said it was like it when I bought it. You see what I mean? And then you're pulling it in too far, look. You know what I mean? So underneath it just doesn't look very good at all. Though you won't really see it, it still makes it look better than it does from the outside. But I've decided just to leave it. I can't be bothered to faff with it because I could just screw a hole into it, put a long screw in it, and it might hold it or it might pull it out. I don't know if I'm going to get enough grip on it with a screw, so I'm just going to leave it. Leave it as it is. And let me just go to kind of about the level it's going to be. We're going to be about this level. You can still see the middle, it's just sagging a little bit. That's the best I can do with the back, but I'm happy with the side here. I've pulled that out, fixed it all back in. It's just slightly stuck out there. I mean, it kind of does anyway if you follow the line down. Just pull in a little bit there, but that is better than it was. I can't do that anymore because I plastic's bent, so it's got that little bit of bend there where the stretch marks are in the paint. So yeah, it's gonna have to stay like that, but it's better than it was. See, get it from that angle. It's better than it was. That's the main thing. That's what I'm after. It's better than it was. So I'm gonna get this car back together, wheel back on. I will clean up these brakes. I haven't got time today, so I'm gonna have to do it another time. But I am gonna have to clean up these brakes, and I'm gonna clean all inside this arch as well, because it's filthy. But it literally doesn't take that long to get the wheel off and clean out the inside here. But I say that, and then I say I haven't got time to do it. But yeah, and also I'm going to clean up the wheels as well. Inside the wheels, when I always take these wheels off, or any wheels off, I always give the insides a clean. Just as well, it's the only time you can actually get to the inside of a wheel is when you get the wheels off. Anyway, let's get this all put back together then, drop it down, and wrap up this video. Obviously I'm not going to film it, I'm just going to put it down, put it all back together, and I'll join you once I've finished. Alright, there you go, all done, all put back together, bumpers back together. There you go. I actually, when I looked at it, I had pushed it in enough, it had just come unclipped, so I've just pushed it back in. There's now it's clipped in and sitting exactly where it should be. As we stand then, episode 8 is all complete, which is this rear bumper. It doesn't really matter. It wasn't something that was definitely needed, unlike the rear washer jet and the number plate bulb that I've done in the last couple of episodes. This one didn't really matter, shouldn't really have affected the MOT, but it does affect the look. Now that the car's down, if I stand back from it, about as far back as I can go, so if I'm behind it as normal, it's not as sagging down in the middle as it was before, so it looks a little bit tidier now that I've dropped the car back down on the ground, put the wheel on that. And like I say, this side here, get it from this angle, look at that, nice and flush, all back in place like it should be. And I think that is it. I think work wise we're done on this car. I don't think there's anything else left to do. I think the only thing left to do on this car is get an MOT on it. Well, sorry, get it cleaned up first. I'm actually going to get it cleaned up before I put it in for an MOT, so I'm going to get it all nice and cleaned up, take pictures of it, get it in for an MOT, put it out for sale. Well, provided it passes its MOT. I really hope it does. If it doesn't, I hope it's nothing too serious or too costly, otherwise I'm going to start losing money on this car. But yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see how things go. But the next episode will be its cleanup. So episode 9. Yeah, will be episode 9. We will be doing the cleanup in episode 10. Will be the MOT and sale of this car. Like I said, I don't think there is anything else left to do on this car. Or there is another video I'm going to do that's going to be separate from this series, so I'm not going to call it any episode. It's going to be a how to remove the headlights from Mercedes A-Class, which I'm going to do as a separate video. Anything I can do to help you guys on the internet on how to do certain things on certain cars, I'll do little how-to videos. Right, that's it for this video then, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and a share. Greatly appreciate it. It helps the algorithm of this video and channel. And we're obviously trying to aim for getting more subscribers, so if you guys can subscribe, and if you want to see more content from Paybourne Motor Projects, as well as more to do with this A-Class, like I said, there's not much more to do. We're almost at the end of this project now. Like I said, it's just a little bit of a clean up and MOT. And there is a couple of little things I'm going to do off camera. I'm not going to bother filming it, just like the wing mirrors. We've changed into E10 fuel in September, and I want to make sure, I have already checked that this car does take E10 fuel, which it does, but I want to get the rest of the E5 fuel in it before we change to E10. it's supposed to run cleaner, but then I also needed a carbon clean out of the engine because I've just ran it out, and on an old car it's probably not best to run the fuel out. So I don't know what I've just sucked up into the engine out of the tank, so I'm going to have to do a carbon clean out of the engine and see if I can just get rid of any crap that I might have sucked up out of the tank. Never let your car run out of fuel. I know it was low, but I really didn't realise I'd run out of fuel, or if it was actually that low. I think it might not be that low because the needle wasn't actually on the bottom bar. You know, when you got the bar on the dials, it wasn't actually on the bar. The light was on, but it wasn't on the bar, and I think it has an automatic shut off, so it doesn't use up every single ounce of fuel in the car, just to save me from sucking up contaminants in the tank. So yeah, unfortunately I've done that to the, like I said, I fix something and then I end up doing something wrong to the car. Happens every single video. But yeah, guys, that is it for this episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Like I said, if you have enjoyed it, you want to see more from Paybourne Motor Projects and some more from this A-Class, like I said, a couple more episodes, and we're going to wrap this whole series up. Then I'll be looking for another project. I'm actually thinking about trying to get this car moving again. This car has been sat here for 2 years. Look at the brakes, look at it. And also, stupid me put the handbrake on a drum brake. It's stuck here. It's like a tip around here. It's just left abandoned here, and I don't know, because it's got a bit of reflection there, but no, I can't focus in there, it's too dark. But anyway, yeah, it's going mouldy inside, and yeah, it needs sorting out. I didn't ever want to film anything to do with this car, because it was just a car that I was just getting rid of. But I needed to do a little will it start, will it not video as an idea. But I've got some more detailing videos, some reviews, and future news and on cars and stuff like that to come, and test drives and stuff like that. All new content I want to bring to the channel, not just projects, and that'll be coming once I've finished this project, A-Class. So yeah, like I said, if you guys have enjoyed it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and a share. And yeah, hopefully you can join us for the next episode. Check out the end screens, which will be episode 9, where we're going to give this car a full detail. Yes, we've given it a clean, but we're going to give it a full detail in the next video. Kind of what they're doing over here now. Doing a bit of that on the Golf over there. But yeah, guys, until then, take care, and I'll see you in episode 9, where we're going to give this car full detail inside and out. So if you like that kind of thing, click on the video on the end screen now, or come and find it on the channel. So until then, guys, take care, and I'll see you in episode 9, where we're going to detail this A-Class.